BattleCast Primetime. Ready to get your Red Alert 3 on? We've got exclusive unit profiles and player powers to whet your appetite as we go live from EA3. Plus, Apoc's army goes hands-on at Community Day, you decide the next Red Alert idol, and more furious Kane's Wrath matches unfold in the BattleCast 5 and the main event. BattleCast Primetime starts now. You're logged in to BattleCast Primetime. Along for the ride is my trusty sidekick, Raj Joshi. I'm David Silverman. Remind me again, Raj, why was it that I got to read the show open?
Because you won in our grudge match, Dave.
That's right. I demolished you a few weeks ago. Turns out I didn't even need Jim Vasella.
Moving on.
No, I think I played you fair and square. I think we need to recap this moment of our mano a mano challenge. We had cameras rolling. The fans deserve to witness your defeat firsthand. Roll that beautiful footage, baby.
So we take a look at Tale of the Tape. David Silverman, Raj Joshi, brought to you by Kane's Wrath 360. Silverman with the 1-inch height advantage, Joshi older, and there's a weight discrepancy. 12 pounds over for David. He's a spin and hype student known for his booming voice. They call him Bombastic. His opponent, Raj Joshi, studies in the disciplines of fanaticism and foundries. The match is about to begin.
Yes, Mr. Dave, let's see how you do when you're not cheating. Joshi on top. You may notice I don't even use this hand. That's how good I am.
You better have more than that, buddy.
Don't you fret, baby kicks. Kids don't play like this at home. Sell it. You. Oh! I hit the freaking sell button on the wrong thing. Oh, God.
It's called the prey on the stupidity of your opponent strategy.
Oh, racism. Shoot it out. Have your baby. Get your weird, freaky scrin thing off of me. Oh, wow, look at that. Teched up butt heads.
Oh, but I don't have enough money. Damn it. Oh, that was going to be the ultimate move.
Oh, wait, you're confusing me. Everybody shut up.
Tick, tick, tick.
Run away. Yeah, I know. I'm on it.
Bye-bye. Where's his MCV?
You guys are my only hope. Take them all out.
We are the champions.
Son of a Kanaka. Good game, David. I may have lost, but I'm not defeated. Like a great phoenix, I will rise from the ashes to destroy you!
Yeah. Good luck with that, Joshi. If you haven't noticed, we aren't exactly in our usual setting.
We're here live at EA3, EA's own version of the Electronic Entertainment Expo, which we'll be covering in our next episode of BattleCast Primetime. At EA3, producers and designers show off their stellar upcoming titles to elite groups of journalists.
Predominantly showcased this year is the one and only Red Alert 3. Here to fill you in on the latest installment of the Red Alert saga is executive producer Chris Corey. Chris, you're going to be leaking some info and answering questions in a special live version of Ask a Developer. Welcome to BattleCast Primetime. You ready to get it on?
It's a pleasure to be here with you guys, as always.
So our first question was very much debated on the boards. They want to know, are the civilian structures coming back?
Well, there are certainly civilian structures in Red Alert 3. And let me just toss out a couple examples. We have the hospital, and when you capture the hospital, all of your infantry get a global healing buff. We also have observation posts that are dotted throughout the map, and if you can capture all of those observation posts, we clear the fog of war. You get a clean look at the whole map.
Nice. Now, a quick follow-up question to that. Now, I know Red Alert 3 boasts a lot of naval gameplay. Are the structures going to be on both the sea and inland?
Absolutely. Navy is at the heart of our game design, and you can expect to see those tech structures out in the oceans, too.
Are hijackers and spies coming back?
So spies are certainly coming back, and the infiltration gameplay that we have in Red Alert 3 is pretty cool. You build one of your spies, and if you can get it into one of your opponent's structures, you get sort of a variety of different effects from that. So if you can run him into a power plant, for example, he'll temporarily lose power. If you run him into a war factory, you'll get sight radius around all of his vehicles on the map. It's pretty cool stuff.
And the final question we have is the most burning of them all. When's the beta coming out?
Thought we talked about this. You know we can't talk about
It's
the
the
beta.
people.
Can't talk about the beta yet.
Come on, you gotta give me something. Give me a little nugget to tease the audience.
All right. I will say this. We are actually getting very close, and I would absolutely expect to see the beta in July.
So it's official, ladies and gentlemen. The Red Alert 3 beta is slated to open late July. Make sure you've registered at www.redalert3.com/beta. You'll need the code that came with your copy of Kane's Wrath. Register before September, and you're guaranteed a spot before Red Alert 3 ships.
What's the best way to prepare yourself for the beta? Why, it's to watch CNC TV, of course. We'll continue to bring exclusive information about the third Red Alert in BattleCast Primetime and, of course, Command School.
So, Raj, what units are you looking forward to the most in Red Alert 3?
Gotta say, there's a lot of cool units, but my favorite has gotta be the Bullfrog with what they affectionately call the man cannon.
Excellent choice.
Having a man cannon in a game is it's pretty cool, but you know, it's nowhere near as cool as having attack dolphins with sonic weapons that can actually jump up and avoid attacks. That's the coolest thing I've seen.
Pretty awesome.
Well, excellent choice. Before we leave the world of Red Alert, we still got one more segment of exclusive info for you.
Now, everyone knows how powers work in Command & Conquer 3, even you, well, maybe not. So what happens is you build a tech structure, and then you spend credits to actually use those powers.
Actually, Red Alert 3 has a completely different system from CNC 3, so David very eloquently laid out the old system, and it has nothing to do with what we're doing on Red Alert 3.
Yeah.
So even playing field here again. So in Red Alert 3, the player accumulates power points. And they do that through one of three ways. Over time, you'll just get awarded power points at a kind of slow trickle. You can also win power points by defeating your enemy, by killing his units. And you can also get power points by losing some of your own units. So even if
look at you.
So even if you're up against the ropes and you're getting your butt kicked a bit, you'll still get a couple power points. There's a little meter in the lower left-hand part of the screen, and these things sort of tally up. And you click on that, you get a nice menu with 3 columns, and you can buy these powers through each of these tracks. So even if you are up on the ropes, you can actually buy a power, deploy that power, and it can really change the way a battle plays out. So we're pretty excited about it.
While we wait for the Red Alert 3 beta to come out, let's check some action in the games you're playing right now. It's time for the BattleCast 5. Instinct Blackhand versus Devon GDI on Tournament Dust Bowl. It's quality, not quantity in this 6-minute rush. Instinct grabs a spike and takes to his op center before training just 1 Reckoner and 1 Blackhand squad. He sells the op center for a second Blackhand as they load up and ship out to the edge of the map. Meanwhile, Gevin's got 2 war factories turning out pit bulls. And in a very bold strategy, Gevin goes all in and sells his Tonyard for a free engineer, which he puts it into an APC. The pit bulls are running distractions while Gevin engineers a shiny new Gonyard. Looks like it paid off. The Reckoner unpacks and Instinct melts Gevin's face just in seconds. Now it's a foot race to the finish as Instinct's flames target Gevin's new construction yard. Gevin's cranking out rocket troops to take out the last few structures, but with no anti-infantry, Instinct goes with his gut and gets the win.
Stoffel GDI versus Chill's Marked of Kane on Small Town, USA. Just 6 minutes into this high-tech firefight, and Stoffel's already rolling out the big guns. Chill's Spectres, Stealth Tanks, and Obelisks manage to take it down, and he follows up with the infamous Commando Reckoner Rush. Stoffel gets Marv number 2 out just before it's bye-bye, Reclamator Hub. Chill throws a kitchen sink at that undefended base, leaving himself open to the Marv. Both players are down to just their expansion. Chill sends another Reckoner Commando to 86 Stoffel's Conyard, but she soon falls to the Harvester's minigun. A Commando taken out by Harvesters? Ouch! Marv's throwing a party at Chill's undefended base. How can Chill come back from this? I'll tell you how! Shadow teams, assemble! Stoffel's Laser Finder goes down along with the Marv in Chill's amazing come-from-behind win. One more shot from that Marv and Stoffel would have had it.
Red Alert 3.
Wait, this isn't Kane's Wrath. It's Red Alert 3! Soviets grab the observation post to reveal the map and fend off 2 Sentry bombers with the Bullfrog's flak cannon. Those Sickle Scouts drop the hammer on the Allied Peacekeeper Patrol, but are demolished by the amphibious assault destroyers who make their way onto dry land. Back at home, Guardian tanks are making short work of the undefended Soviet base, but those sneaky Soviets pack up their MCV and take it out to the high seas. twin blades and Tesla towers exact revenge on the assault destroyers, but those twin blades grow down fast to the hydrofoil's powerful anti-air. The relentless allies are sending aircraft carriers at the Soviet base, and it's time to see some dreadnoughts, people! Under the cover of the dreadnought artillery, Soviet bullfrogs man-cannon a dozen Tesla troopers into the Allied stronghold. The Allies are almost out of it, but wait, what's this? A surprise attack by the Empire of the Rising Sun, people! Those King Oni mechs are leveling Allies and Soviets alike. Cue the Soviet superweapon, and here comes the vacuum bomb to clean up the mess. Victory for the motherland! Shayot in a Sterven!
DMX Reaper and Mart 04 Nod versus Who's Your Daddy Reaper and Wanted Traveler on Oasis Onslaught. Mart leaves his base utterly undefended to attack Daddy, but he's met with no resistance. Why? Because Daddy sent all of his units at DMX. DMX has no clue because he's too busy microing his forces in Wanted's base. Knock knock, anybody home? Nope. Wanted's mecha spam is bringing the fight full circle to Mart. Oh, the humanity! As structure after structure falls all over the map. Mart returns from his conquest just in time to ward off Wanted. Does he chase down the retreating mechapedes? Of course not! Mart leaves his base wide open again, this time targeting Wanted's homeland. The mechapedes roll right on in and level the place. But wait, Mart's not out of it. He took out an insurance policy, a cloak, packed up MCV. With no stealth detection, Wanted doesn't have a chance. Mart leisurely levels the last Grin structures, earning a bold and very sneaky win.
Psycho Killer Nod versus Beginner Skrin on Tournament Arena in a BattleCast Classic match with CNC3. Beginner sends wave after wave of units at Psycho, finally leveling his northern expansion, but he just can't muster the firepower to overwhelm Psycho's Nod stronghold. The reason pretty simple. Unlike the previous matchup, Psycho keeps a healthy stock of troops at his home in a bold new strategy I'm calling defense. Psycho's untouchable, ladies and gentlemen. Beginner gets a little overconfident though after borrowing, that's for you, John W.E., a Nod refinery, sending everything he's got to finish the job. Psycho fends off the attack and counter surges with a few heroic stealth tanks. Beginner's out of cash, he's out of time, and well, quite frankly, he's out of luck. Psycho Killer gets the win.
The 5, brought to you by Kane's Wrath 360. CNC3 gets overhauled with new factions, new missions, and the Xbox exclusive Kane's Challenge. Whip out your command stick, soldier. That's an order.
That 5 had a little something for everyone. Good old Tiberium Wars. I still watch a match every night before I go to sleep.
That didn't seem to help you in our grudge match, did it?
Yes, well, we were playing Kane's Wrath. In Tiberium Wars, I'll annihilate you.
Is that so? You want to throw down right now?
Coming up, Apoc takes his corner on the road at the Red Alert 3 Community Summit. Join these lucky fans behind the scenes at EALA. Who will be the next Red Alert idol? And 2 community members square off live in our studio for the main event. All this and more when BattleCast Primetime continues on Command & Conquer TV.
Deep within the U.S. Army exists an elite force deployed for precise tactical operations. These are the men who are totally not the guys I was just talking about.
Lay down your arms or we will take you by force.
Says you and what army?
What?
I just always wanted to say that.
The Army's launching an offensive and we're going to be the first ones to go in.
Haven't they got guys specially trained for that?
Well, we're going in before them. They're too expensive to waste.
I just like it when stuff blows up. I belong to bad company. I don't want to end up in some good company.
Is this your idea of fun?
Well, yeah.